Hello there, folks. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target. What is the target today? Oh, what kind of diagram? Oh, I kind of love that. What is the shape? I think like I tend to have been doing is I'm going to do the nested template again, which is manipulating the excuse me, the body tag and the HTML tag to create the shape that we are looking to create. So I'm going to start by putting the light blue, greenish, light blue, and then the purple on the HTML element, and then the purple's on the body element. Okay, so I'm going to create this. So it's asymmetrical in terms of the viewport, which is 400 by 300. 75, 6, 7, and then 100, 70, 75, 76, 77, and then this final number is 50, 60, 70, 65, 66, 67, and this number is not high enough. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so with those margins, we stay within those bounds. First thing I want to do is I'm going to do that upper corner square, and I'm going to do that with a conic gradient. Conic gradient of transparent, 75%, and then the purple. And that gets me that shape. So that's a conic gradient that is centered in the center of the object. So by creating an at value to move the center at 40%, 40%, 40%, 50%. Okay, let's see, create those numbers and see if we can. 3, 40, 39, 38, 37, 38. And then that 40 number, how about 30, 29, 28%. So that's close. It's probably not a perfect match. You can see that edge, that little light green there is showing me that that's not quite right. And so I think that rather than do what, like 28.5%, which is more characters, or 27.5%, I'm going to just do a pixel value there. Or maybe I do a Q value. Let's see. So 30Q, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 53Q, and then let's call it 40Q, 50Q, 51, 52, 53. Okay. That's our first step. Next, I will do the lines going down. So I'm going to do a repeating linear gradient, which has got purple, 2 color stops, and then transparent, and then two color values, 20 pixels. So that's what that looks like that. If I make it repeat Y and then move it, I can get those lines where I want them. So that's, I pushed that gradient over by setting the X value of the background position, 60, 70, 70 does it. So now if I adjust these values, 2, 3, and it ought to be, if I do 30, 40, 50, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So now I got this guy. So what is he? And do I want to do it as a background gradient, or is there another technique I can use to do that? I think it's another conic gradient. And we might need 2 of them, huh? Yeah, I think we need 2 of them. Okay, so what I want, I'm going to do some ridiculous colors here. Red, yellow. So I want to make it so that I'm only showing what I need. So I need a no repeat, and then I'm going to move it over just the way I did the other one, 10 pixels, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do a minus 10 pixels. Okay. So I'm over too far. How about 20 pixels? So here's my conic gradient. And I'm going to use this one twice. So the at is at 10 pixels, 290 pixels, and the red is going to be 25%, and then the yellow is 0. Oh, 280, 270, 280. Oh, what's going on? I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, because okay, so the numbers that I'm choosing are related to the size of this background, and I'm thinking in terms of 400 by 300, and that's incorrect. So I need a much lower number. How about 80? There we go. 80, 90, 120. There it is. So that's what I want. And I'm going to do this twice. Or can I do repeat? No, I can't do repeat. So I'm going to replace the yellow with this purple, and I'll replace the red with transparent. So that's how I get that shape. And I'm going to reuse this twice, so I'm going to put this in a variable. --g is this. Bar G. Perfect. And then I want one more of those. Bar --g. And then I move that over as well, 20 pixels. And then minus 50 pixels. And then also a no repeat. Minus 60 pixels, looks like. And there it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gradients total on the object, on the target, rather. Yeah, that's a fun one. Let's see if that's 100%. If it's not 100%, then we got to go back to the drawing board. But that's totally acceptable way to do that. Do we want to use a Q value and see if we get, a little bit of a win there? Maybe 11Q, so that's a little shorter, or 9Q, 10, 11, 12. I don't think that's better. How about 1%? 2, 3, 4, 5%, 6%, 5%. I think that's a pretty glaring error. How about 120Q, 30Q, 24, 25, 26, 27. I think we just gotta go with 10 pixels. I think that's fine in this case. Are there other numbers we can set? How about here? We'll use a Q value there, and how about 31Q, 32? And then this one, would that make that 62Q, 64Q? Oh, no, that's not right. 51Q. 51, 2, 3, 4, 3. We might not be able to do that with that number. It's just not close enough to write. Yeah, that's no good. What did I say? 50 pixels? Okay. Last submission. I think those are all the numbers that I want to use there. I guess I could change some more of these pixel values, but I think we're done. I think we did it. That's 100% match. Minify, Unireplace, again, the plugins available on GitHub. Feel free to use, reuse, adapt, however you want. And that's the final answer for the target for today, 28 August 2025. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. Go make a web page, be good to yourself, be good to others, and yeah, it's rough out there for sure. All right. Bye-bye.